EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Ryan Switzer on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to go for a big play. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Able to knock it through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, Winston. And double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On 1st down, Carson. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
That is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
is a turnover on downs.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action. Winston. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, Winston. He's letting it fly for, and this will be caught at the 30. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Play action now. Winston. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off. And Winston lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
3rd and goal, Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on the 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Double team, it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following the interception, Winston. Caught by Snead over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
A gain of
that one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Chiefs.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
They'll Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start?
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Raiders 3. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They go play action with Ryan. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Darius Leonard. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's now 3rd down. That's the end of the first
21-3 is your score after one.
Raiders 3.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
51 yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, and that'll be incomplete. Winston took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Play fake. Winston. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Curtis Samuel with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Johnson on its punt free, football's held, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd and goal, there's an option play left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jameis Winston keeping it himself from 10 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Raiders 3.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Play action, Ryan. And this one is incomplete. He was was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, but now it'll be third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes.
Good for a Las Vegas.
Pick up a 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Ryan. Well, yet again, Ryan is intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the route is on here in this first half.
Lambeau set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he returns this to the 22.
Switzer on the return. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Not much there, only a yard.
Up second and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw again on second down. Ryan. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. That's right. He's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Patterson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Chiefs.
Jameis to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
23-yard line.
Now Ryan on first down. And my goodness, another interception. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman. And they're in the field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
The Chiefs, they'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, we dominate today.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Curtis Samuel, incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The running back again.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with more pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He's tackled at the
They know that old expression, it's not my night.
2 yards.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown.
Curtis Samuel, 60 yards. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. To throw is Ryan. Buying time to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. Johnson was the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he pushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run to Patterson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Ito Smith. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 3rd down. It's Patterson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
3 yards.
They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Patterson on the carry. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming out.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
1st and 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 41, Ryan. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They run forward with Carson, and I don't think he got there. He did not. They stopped him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Yeah, they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Patterson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean,